people here in the continent, they say they are rich. And then when you ask them, how do you make your money? You and I know why Mark Zuckerberg is rich. He's got Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. That is his invention. That is his product. We know why the owners like Steve Jobs, who has died, why was Steve Jobs rich? He invented the iPhone. We know why that philanthropist called, who owns Microsoft, Bill Gates. We know why Bill Gates is rich. He invented Microsoft. Now go all over here in Malawi. Ask all rich people, what did you invent? What's your contribution? Why are you rich? There is a president there in South Africa called Ramaphosa. He is also very rich. But minister, Ramaphosa's riches come out of owning McDonald's. But Ramaphosa did not invent a burger. He's got shares in McDonald's. He's got shares in this mine and that mine that are ultimately just taking minerals from our continent to support the industrial projects of Europe and America. It's time we ask these people who are rich, maybe they must start telling us, you are rich because of bribes from Europe. And what do you do in return is to suppress the African black inventors, is to support the people that are going to invent the products that will make us not depend on Europe. Very, very important. Some of them are rich out of tithes and offerings. There is someone here in Malawi who is wanted in South Africa. I'm going to ask the minister to help me go past that house of that person and just tell him, there are questions for you there in South Africa that you must come answer. Whether you are a pastor or a politician, you don't have the right to steal from the poor. Not in the name of God, not in the name of our people. Now, this is what always has been at the center of Pan-African politics and the African Renaissance. The true measure of freedom is that the people are their own liberators. We don't teach that anymore, because if you started teaching these young people that they are their own liberators, they will do things for themselves that render politicians irrelevant. So we teach them that a politician will come to solve your problems. I'm saying that at the center of the Christian faith is a message that you must take your cross. Hey, if Jesus Christ comes back today, I suspect they're going to kill him again. Because these people are scared of the truth. Because there's no Jesus who's going to tell you he's going to solve your unemployment. Jesus is going to say, carry your cross as we go together to solve the problems of our people. Palace politics are made of factions and the maneuvers of power, and openly driven or dominated by ambition and personal reward. In this system, it is almost impossible to build a selfless cadre. Not even strict political education can achieve that. A new generation of African leaders must come out of community service, not political parties, where they serve communities in all aspects of their lives without expectation of personal reward. This is the new cadre that will be able to selflessly lead our people. Because in community service, there is no salary. In community service, there are no contracts. In community service, there are no bribes. It is just you and our people. If we have produced those activists who have shown their determination over years to have served communities selflessly, then we can elect them to become presidents, because we know the same way they selflessly served communities, they will selflessly serve Malawi. Today, one has to almost clarify. Merci. One almost has to clarify. When we say African unity, it does not mean allowing corrupt criminals to freely roam the continent, engaging in human trafficking, using religion or God to prey on the vulnerable, criminals who move around with forged passports to set up networks of drug dealing to destroy the future of the young people of this continent. We do not mean Africa eliminating borders to give advantage to criminals and lazy politicians who choose to fight, who do not choose to fix their countries, who do not choose to fight dictatorship, corrupt government officials, and securitocrats. African unity is not allowing a person to steal from Malawi, run to Tanzania, because he knows when he gets to Tanzania, they won't find them. African unity means documenting all of us, so that there is no way that you can steal in Johannesburg and go to Luanda without a trace. It means knowing all of us in a documented, proper system. Who are you? Where do you live? What are your skills? What's your contribution in society? We must unite against those who rape our continent together with the world powers and multinational corporations. We must unite against those who use this continent for criminal activities. Comrade Minister, I propose that at the center of people above politics is the return of community service. It is the return of the school governing bodies, of parents who get involved in the education of their children. I propose that the philosophy of people above politics is about young people appreciating that they must initiate cultural organizations and initiatives in music, in fine arts, in film, in drama, as well as in sports, to fight against alcohol and drug abuse. I propose that people above politics is returning to the debating societies where young, intelligent Africans debate amongst each other, and at the end of the day, the best argument wins. People above politics means we must not wait for the African Union to unite the continent. It means constituting associations across the board, across the borders to constitute a common agenda to fight against the Donald Trumps of this world, to fight against the advantage that China is taking against us. I propose that we must form African Renaissance clubs and revive the ideas of the founding fathers of African independence. Hold each other accountable. Out of that process, Comrade Minister, will come out the best of the best. And we must be so fearless, we must be so brave that we refuse to be led by the laziest amongst us. We must refuse to be led by the dumbest amongst us. We must refuse to be led by those who hate innovation, by those who hate brilliant minds of students who are prepared to question power no matter the circumstances. We must refuse to be divided. There is nothing Africa is going to achieve in this new global balance of power if we act in a divided way. We must appeal from Cape to Cairo, Morocco to Madagascar. We must hold Kagame in relation to the DRC and Chesikedi and say to them, find a room, stop and silence the guns, unite the African continent and face the world together as responsible leadership. We must challenge ECOWAS that the exclusion of Burkina Faso from the Western African community is not a solution when Burkina Faso is fighting for independence from colonial France. All of West Africa must cut ties with France. We must challenge Museveni. We must challenge all our leaders from these African Renaissance clubs based on cultural excellence, based on sports excellence, based on uniting on the principles of self-reliance, self-determination, self-love. We must refuse for hate to win in the African continent. All of you here on Sunday, you will be closing your eyes, praying a God you cannot see. And when you open your eyes, hate the man and woman that is created by the God that you don't see. You've got the guts to hate, but pray. Hatred has taken us too long. We have to build an Africa that loves itself. We need to build an Africa that knows how to define its best interest. In conclusion, I want to challenge you as the students of Malawi. Never give up on Malawi. Never give up on your country. Never give up on the land of your mothers and fathers. There is nobody coming to solve Malawi's food problems. If you want a person that is going to expand manufacturing with jobs in Malawi, look on your side. That is your next boss. That is next industrial captain. If you cannot see in this very room the future industrial leaders of Malawi, then you hate Malawi. Right next to you is standing a person with the solution for agricultural success, with the solution to use the rare earth minerals, to localize them and turn them into the digital equipment that we keep transporting from Europe. Next to you is the person that is going to give us an African car. Next to you is a person that is going to give us African-made cell phones. Next to you is a person that is going to resolve all the industrial problems of this continent. Your duty tonight, and this is my fundamental message, never destroy that person next to you. Never speak hate to this person next to you. Never ever discourage the person standing next to you now. Hold their hand, propel them to the best of their capacity. Tell them, we can change Malawi. We can change the lives of our people. Not tomorrow, but today.